There you see the German Chancellor Angela Merkel. She has just walked onto the stage there at the CDU party headquarters. This is the first time we've seen her since these numbers have come in. Obviously, a very strong showing for the CDU, increasing by at least 8 percentage points so far in the numbers. We've been hearing from members of her cabinet saying that this is a landslide victory, that the party has a clear mandate to continue governing, that the German society, the German voter has shown its approval of how she has handled the Euro crisis and also issues that once belonged to other parties, such as the Greens. There she is standing. You see the hand signal she gives. That's become an iconic hand symbol, actually. Melinda, we've been talking about that this week. There it is. The entire world knows that's Angie's sign, if you will, when she's thinking, when she's pensive about something. But tonight, obviously, all smiles there. There you see, you rarely see a smile this big on Angela Merkel's face.
She's looking vastly relieved.
Here she goes.
Der Jubel zeigt, wir können uns heute alle freuen. Das ist ein super
It's time to celebrate. We can all be really pleased. It's a fantastic result. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the voters out there who supported us so completely, who showed us their trust. And I'd like to promise the voters that we will deal with their trust responsibly. Thank you. I would also like to thank all of our friends in the Union, the CDU, CSU. I'd like to thank you. This was an election where we had to pull all the stops out. We had to do everything we possibly could. We had to fight long and hard. I'd like to thank Hermann Gröhe, the Adenauer House, my deputies Volker Kauder, Gerda Hasserfeld, and of course I've spoken to all of them and thanked them. And I'd also like to particularly thank all those young people who were in our election team. That was a fantastic experience working with you. I would also like to thank the members of my team who have helped me do my job as Chancellor. It's not always been easy. We've had some difficult years that we've had to negotiate the ship through, as it were. I'd like to thank my husband. He's over there. He's had to put up with a great deal.
Liebe Freunde,
friends,
wir haben gezeigt,
I think we've shown quite clearly that the Union is a people's party. The Christian Democrats, the Christian Social Union as well. We've shown that this is the case, and in the next 4 years, I think we're going to have to do everything we can to make sure that these remain successful years. That they are successful years for Germany. Of course, we have to wait for the outcome. It's too early to say what we're going to end up doing. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow when we've got the final results. But I think we can certainly celebrate this evening because we've done a great job. So once again, to all of you, thank you very, very much. Let's watch this space, see how the evening develops. But we've had very different election evenings than today, so I think we can celebrate.
Her first speech to cheering members there of the CDU, the Christian Democrat Union, her party, on tonight, what one could say could be politically her finest hour. The numbers coming in show a very strong improvement for the CDU. Melinda, you're sitting here with me right now. We're looking at an Angela Merkel, almost an Angela Merkel we've never seen before. Smiling.
Radiant.
Talking about her husband, the young people she's been talking to.
Rarely do you hear or see anything about her husband. The fact that she thanked him also, and looking incredibly relieved and, I must say, relaxed.
All right, she just told folks right there that she's going to take a little break to party and that she would come back. Astonishing. What we're seeing.
Let's remember who this chancellor is for just a moment. She is a physicist. She is an East German. She rose to power under very difficult circumstances in a very West German party. She was a protege of Helmut Kohl, and then in the end, she was one of those who helped to topple him from power. A figure with many contradictions, somebody who has often also changed course. She's known as being very pragmatic, very cool. She did a whole lot during this election campaign to try to soften up her image. One of the reasons that she started to be called Mutti, Mommy, during the campaign, because she had a much warmer attitude than she had shown in the past. And we saw some of that right here just now.
That's an evolution, isn't it? Because when Helmut Kohl took her in, I think she was environment minister for him, they used to call her then Helmut's girl.
That's right.
Right? And now, of course, the country is calling her Mommy.
People often try to figure her out because she's not easy to read. And some people say, well, she acts the way she does because she's a physicist, meaning she's pragmatic. She tends to solve problems only as they come up. She tends to weigh things back and forth. What's the right thing to do? Other people say she acts as she does because she's East German. Also a possibility. So lots of ways to read Angela Merkel. Will be doing it for 4 more years.
As is what it looks like is going to be the case.